So you turned the ball over a lot in the first half. We're only up one on the boards at the half. I'm sure that didn't sit very well.
Right.
I guess just what happened in the second, that you guys broke the game open, got in the open floor quite a bit.
Yeah, I think that obviously we played a lot of guys, and we did a better job of attacking when it was there, and I think we got more opportunities also. But, you know, as a lot of people talk about wanting to play big with a lineup, and, you know, you have to be able to be quick to the basketball. I think they showed that in the first half. You know, rebounding isn't always about having size and getting the ball off the rim every time. It's about chasing down long rebounds and being quick to the basketball, and I thought they were definitely better than us in the first half of that. In the second half, we did a better job on the glass, and I just thought we played harder and had a little bit more of a focus.
You really pushed the game open when Ray started getting out in the open floor. That was kind of his game, right? That's what you saw in him when you recruited.
Right. You know, Ray can. He's very good in the open court. He's very good when he gets angles. He's just got to continue to be aggressive and you know, and look to score the basketball when it presents itself.
Matt, usually in coaches talk a lot about in any sport the biggest difference, you know, between game one. You like to make that nice jump between game one and game two. What did you see in this game that you liked better? Other than I think you probably had too many turnovers to suit you. Other than that, where were the jumps, so to speak, made from game one to game two?
Well, I think it's difficult a lot of times for those big guys to understand that they got to maximize the minutes that they're getting and play hard. And I thought those guys did a better job for us. You know, Jacob, Sandy, A.J. Hammonds, in 12, 13 minutes of time, you know, getting 5, 6 rebounds apiece. So I think each individual guy made some strides. I thought DJ Bird was better, obviously, today. Kind of slowed down, did some good things, passing the basketball. I thought Anthony Johnson was great. 8 assists, no turnovers, 7 rebounds. So each individual guy, I thought, you know, played better when you look at it. It's tough in theory because they play so differently. You know, they run and jump, they press, they come at you. So if you could pass, and our big guys did a better job passing in the second half, it really helped us. And Tyrone and Ronnie had some careless turnovers, but I definitely think it's something that we can get corrected. So I think for the most part, the second half, just the rebounding was better. I just thought we had better individual production from each guy.
Coach, can you talk a little bit about Anthony Johnson? I know you've been wanting to put him in the point guard position. Can you kind of talk about these first two games and how it's done?
Well, I think he saw Drew Anthony a couple times there at the end, a guy that could shoot the basketball, and found him. I think he was just looking for guys while pushing the ball. He walked the ball up in the first exhibition game, and we really wanted him to push the basketball for us. And he's always been able to rebound, and we need him to do that. And he got 7 rebounds tonight. When I recruited him, I thought he could be like David Teague, the way David Teague would rebound. David would get you 5 rebounds a game from the guard spot. Seemed like almost every night. And we just need him to have that balance for us and really be that combo. Play the point some, play the 2-guard some, but also be aggressive. He missed a couple of his floaters that he normally makes, and we definitely want him to continue to score because I think he really gives us a punch when he scores the ball.
You're obviously going to have to live with some turnovers this year. What did you make of the first half? Was that their style? Was that your youth showing up? Or?
I think a little bit of both. I think our inexperience showed up a little bit there, and obviously Ronnie had a couple careless turnovers, and like I said, I think he can get that corrected and watch some film. But there's no doubt, I think their style of play takes you a little bit of time to adjust to, and obviously we were better in the second half.
Coach, with the youth of your team, is this something where you want them to kind of figure out what their identity is through just playing together with their youth? Do you have to kind of mold it in a sense?
Well, I think Tyrone and DJ's definitely got to help this team and play like experienced players. We need that consistency from them. You know, Anthony Johnson's played a year. It's not a lot, but it's still more than most of them. And, you know, Ronnie Johnson's going to have to play, with some poise. And he's shown that in practices. He didn't show it a lot today. But he also, he was able to score the basketball. He's not just a guy that's a pass-first type guy. He can score the basketball. But no, what happens is you just play different teams in different styles, so you're constantly really adjusting. Now, if you get into one of those grooves where you play 2, 3, 4 teams in a row that play the same way, I think you can start to see some things like you're talking about unfold. But you get up against a team that plays all zone or then presses, and then one team's man-to-man. One team has quickness, one team has size. You're constantly kind of adjusting. And that's what you want to do also. You want to bring a brand of basketball that makes your opposition, make those changes too.
Your obligatory Jay Simpson question. Where's he after 2 exhibition games, you think?
Well, I think he's in a way better position than he was 2-3 weeks ago. That's for sure. He's lost weight. He's in better shape. He gives us that weapon. We're definitely not going to redshirt him. He can dribble, pass, and shoot. He's out there triple threatening. As a big guy, he can play both spots. He can play the 4 and the 5, and that gives us some flexibility. So I like it. He's made improvements on the defensive end too in practice, and he's talking and he's picking up things. You just got to play him in short spurts. And I'm not yanking him in and out because he's struggling. I'm yanking him in and out because I want him to be productive out there. I can't let him die on the vine, and all of a sudden just run out of air, and then he's cost us for a possession or two. I got to use a timeout. So I'm trying to be selective and let him play those 2 to 3 minutes. I think 3 minutes is probably a max for him to get the most out of him. I think you can get a little bit more if immediate timeouts in there.
So you've got the 6 bigs. You've said a couple of times you can't play them all.
I don't think so.
Do you go into the season now with a plan for that, or do you just kind of have to let it sort itself out?
No, I've always just kind of handled the substituting, just on kind of the flow of the game and what we need, and just try to have a feel. I haven't been in this position as a coach having 6 bigs like this, but A.J. Hammond's been pretty productive in my opinion, and he gives us a look that we haven't had here. And with his size, his ability to rebound above the rim and score the ball, he's got to do a better job of learning when to block a shot, when to get big, when to wall up, when to take a charge. He kind of got caught in between a couple times. But hopefully, it works itself out. I'm not really concerned about it. I'm kind of happy to have all those guys.